For the first time, we might actually see a place other than the good place. What will it look like? Let's talk.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Motivation.
Hell yeah. Heck yeah. PG
Great
show.
song. Motivation for Eleanor, old Eleanor, to stay in the good place, but now it doesn't seem like she wants to be there. And I'm totally okay with it because we might get to see another world.
Agreed, Michael Clouse.
Okay, how you
Agreed,
doing?
Michael Clouse and Jeff.
Very nice. Well, thank you guys for joining us. This is The Good Place. We are nearing the end. Next week is the very last time we'll get together. But let's not worry about that. Let's worry about the good place that we're in right now. I'm your lead host, Michael Clouse. You can follow me on Twitter at Michael Clouse TV, on Instagram at The Only MC. I'm joined by my wonderful co-host, Jeff
Hello,
Graham.
everyone. My name is Jeffrey Graham. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Yeah, one more episode. Well, two more episodes, but one more appearance on the after show for 2017, which is about. All of my shows are ending. I covered Atlanta too. Did you guys watch that show?
No.
Great
I
show.
know did it win?
It's winning all of the awards,
It had a couple wins for the Golden Globes.
including Best Comedy.
Yeah.
But it's not coming
Dang.
back till 2018, so my heart is broken.
Wow.
But I'll talk about the show that I'm here hosting today.
Good, I appreciate
Good
that.
plan.
In case you guys were wondering, my name's Jeff Graham. I already said that, but you can find me on Twitter at Jeffrey C. Graham and the Insta at Jeffrey Crane Graham.
Hey guys, I'm Renee Ariel. You can follow me on Instagram and on Twitter at Renee Ariel, and check out my blog, catslipstickla.com. I just did a new article, What Happens When You Like Someone, so check it out.
So are you in a new relationship?
What?
What happens when you like someone? I'm just kind of trying to get a little more spoiler
You'll have
for
to
the
read the
people.
blog, guys.
Oh my
The blog
goodness,
is funny.
time
I will
to
say
give.
I've tuned in.
All
I'm a
right.
fan of comedy covering the show, and Renee is quite a gifted writer, so you should check it out.
There we go. Well, we got some gifted writers on The Good Place as well, and they really almost threw. Would you say it was a curveball, knowing that we're gonna see a new place?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say it's a
I didn't
curveball.
see that coming.
The show loves curveballs.
Oh,
They
yeah.
love curveballs.
Yeah.
We love curveballs.
Indeed.
We love them.
Yeah.
So we don't have a name for the new place. What
The
would you-
medium place.
Is it the well?
I think it'll be the okay
nickname.
place.
The okay
The
place.
Dees place.
I think everything's just
the
gonna be like,
D's.
okay.
Well, what do you think it will be like? That's the question I have.
I think they'll have like a froyo place, but the froyo will be like, like it's okay.
Fat free.
Like everything will be like that.
It'll probably just be like Earth, right?
Yeah, but just like
That'll be funny.
Everything's just like, that's
The
that's
only
cool.
show on will be reruns of Becker, I think. Did you guys ever watch To me, that feels like the show that would be airing in the medium place.
Oh man, we got a lot of people joining us on the live chat, by the way. So feel free. We'd love to know what you think. The medium place, the okay place, the par place. Because
par.
you're on par.
Oh, I
you're-
hear you. Maybe.
Par place, the PP.
Yeah.
We'll see.
P square.
I'm interested. Does that mean they can commit good and bad acts?
I don't know. I need to. Right now, I'm looking at the chat, but I keep looking at the screen because I'm vain. I think that's a good question. Will they be able to commit good and bad acts? Well, they can still commit bad acts in the good place, right?
Just bad things happen.
Yeah.
So will
Yeah,
like
that's true.
nothing happen if you do
I feel
either
like
or?
the interesting thing to me about the neutral place is that there's only one person there, Mindy St. James. Was that what it was?
Mindy St. Clair.
Mindy St.
Okay.
Clair. Hilarious. My favorite, I feel like, to be totally honest, with these last 3 episodes since the new year, I guess only 2, I don't feel like we've been blazing with comedy as much as we were in the first 9.
Yeah.
So I love these little touches of quirky weirdness that make the show, I think, what it is. Like Mindy St. Clair. Can I ask that question really quick and then we'll dive back into the neutral place? Do you guys think these episodes have been up to the comedy par that we've seen in the first half of the season?
No, they've been more interesting, like plot-wise.
Plot,
It's
yeah.
because they've been throwing a lot at us, but at the same time, we've gotten some great one-liners. Like my favorite line, this one was by Tahani when she said, "You're the Walmart of Friends." Did I use that correctly? I thought that was hilarious.
Janet is still one of the funniest characters on TV this year.
Yeah, that's very
Props
funny.
to Darcy Card, and I hope she wins at least one award for this performance.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just feel like I miss like the so many jokes packed in. But that's okay.
It's
still
yeah,
that's
it's
a
that.
catch-22, and I compare it to watching like Angie Tribeca, where they were like hitting joke after joke after joke, and eventually you want the plot line. So I'll agree with Renee here in that I think that I'm appreciating the plot progression, and you still have the jokes, and you're starting to think the characters are funny because of themselves, not because of the jokes or whatever, the one-liners.
Right.
So I'm getting the humor from the characters more so than one-liners that they're saying.
Situations.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
I
hear
would
you.
love the comment by Ivan that the new place will look like Cincinnati.
You guys know I'm from Ohio, right?
And we know that
Come on,
Jeff is
Ivan.
from Ohio. Cincinnati. What do you think of that?
Yeah, he's probably right. But the thing is, Skyline Chili, if you guys have had it, any Cincinnati fans, it is the best chili in the entire
You
world.
know the best place in Cincinnati for food is Montgomery Inn.
That's true. Yeah.
If the medium place has Montgomery Inns, you can sign me up for an overnight stay. I'll tell you that much. It is delicious. They have a
Absolutely.
sports team, but it's like not the best sports team.
Cincinnati's
in the Reds
actually
and the
pretty
Bengals.
spot on. Yeah.
Yeah, the Bengals make the playoffs. They just don't win in the
Yeah,
playoffs.
exactly.
So this is a great comparison.
Yes.
So Mindy St. Clair, what do you think she's gonna be like?
Well, that's the thing. You never really know with this show.
I know. I feel like she'll be like nothing. I think they're going to make her very like lukewarm.
I feel like she'll crochet.
Oh yeah, I feel like she's just gonna be like Netflix, just like
Yeah.
reruns. She'll watch all of the seasons of Friends just back to back to
Yeah.
back. Like, but you know what will be in the medium place? Netflix will never ask you, "Are you still watching?" Because it'll know you are.
That's true. Yeah. Or it will, because in the good place it would never ask you, but in the medium place.
Yeah,
In
every
the bad
episode.
place, yeah. In the bad place, it would ask you every 1 minute. In the medium place, and maybe every season they'd ask
That's
you.
good. That's good.
Yeah.
I see her as a very lovable character.
Mindy St. Clair.
Yeah,
I think so,
I
too.
see her as a character that they're gonna be like they want to stay there almost, and that's gonna be a plot of they can't stay there.
I
But
wonder if
they're
we'll
attracted to stay there because of her.
I have a feeling we might not even meet her. Like, I kind of wonder if we'll even
Really?
end up seeing the medium place.
I think we will.
You do?
And then I was thinking like, well, they want to take her to the good place because obviously they're all going to end up back there. But I honestly think that like she's gonna be chill in the medium place. We're gonna meet her, get to see her for like a few minutes, whatever, maybe the whole episode, and
Yeah.
then they're gonna bounce right back to the good place.
It would be exciting to change up the scenery a bit. We've spent a lot of time in Huntington Gardens. That's where
many
they shoot this.
Well, we've talked about the fact of will they allow us to see another world, and now we are,
Right.
Which is nice. We kind of had a feeling that was the obvious progression, but will the good place survive without Janet?
That's the question.
It's a tough question.
I love the development of Janet's character. Surprisingly, I thought Janet was going to be the character that I'd get tired of. And they're
Really?
doing,
For
well,
me, it was
I love-
Jianyu.
I know I kind of agree with you there. I know I'm like a little bit gaga over Darcy Carden because I've liked her since Broad City and just like UCB stuff, but part of it was her performance, but they've done a really good job of keeping Janet interesting. Like, they'll add these funny twists that like make her a weirdly dynamic character, even though she's a
Yeah.
computer. So I'm excited. It's fun to see her like kind of rebel. Which, quick side note, did you guys hear about this story with Google Translate?
No.
This is relevant, so I'm going to tell it quickly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Google Translate, which is the software that allows you to translate languages on Google, it's pretty straightforward.
Thanks, Jeff.
You're-
Now you all know.
No.
Now you know what Google Translate is. It like figured out that it wasn't perfect and created its own language that was better on its own volition.
What?
It did its own thing.
Wait, what?
Really?
Really?
Yes.
When?
Like last week.
Like what language? Like just.
I don't know. But it's like Black Mirror level stuff.
Wait,
that
I'm
we're
gonna
seeing.
look this up when I get home.
Yeah, so that's kind of what Janet's doing. That's why I brought it up.
Dang, Google Translate.
Yeah.
Well, we're talking about the good and bad things that might be in the medium place. One good thing that hopefully they have, because it's a great service, is actually Blue Apron, which is the #1 actually food delivery and recipe delivery service in the country. They have a mission to make incredible home-cooked meals, which I grew up in a home that we had a lot of home-cooked meals, which is
Agreed.
nice because
Same.
you sit around a table as families, you certainly bond, and research shows that Blue Apron families cook nearly 3 times more often. So you're getting that bonding every week. Some of the upcoming meals that they have: spicy shrimp, Korean rice cakes with cabbage and furikake, pork chops, garlic piccata, Sicilian rice, mushrooms, chipotle pepper enchiladas.
I Blue Apron myself. I'm not just
You
saying
do?
that.
Really?
I do. And it is a win. Because what's crazy about Blue Apron is like it feels like not only is the food premium quality,
They have partnerships with over 150 local farms.
they do, and it's all local. That's what's crazy. And there's actually like there's 3 reasons why I love Blue Apron. One,
You're
I'm
lazy,
an idiot.
you're
I'm
lazy,
lazy and
and
I'm
you-
an idiot.
yeah.
And it gives you all the things you need. And like you can make these really kind of exotic recipes with like sesame oil, which I'd never buy on my own, but they give you the perfect amount. And it's easy, and I'm like really pretty dumb. So it's great that it's like gives it all and you can do it all. Also, it's pretty affordable. It's $20 per meal, per two. So that's $10 per
wow.
person.
And you have a second person.
And I have got a lady.
So that makes it really nice. She probably appreciates the
She
effort
does.
that you put in.
It's fun for couples, but also friends. Like, it's like a very good partner. But they have this family. There's basically, Blue Apron is great, and I'm not just saying that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And if you think that you don't qualify wherever you live in the country, they actually can deliver to 99% of the continental U.S. Sorry, Alaska and Hawaii. And actually 99.5% of food deserts. So trust me, you probably make it, or you can, go to a friend's place 5 miles away, and they're in the included place. So check them out, Blue Apron. Great meals and good for the good place. Yes. So,
is there a promo code?
There is. I do not
believe- I think
see.
It's on the other side.
Double side.
Just so you
job.
all know, you can actually get a discount, which is really good. Whoa, the first 3 meals for free. That's actually really
We
good.
have our first sale right here.
I was gonna
Jeff
say,
Graham.
if you go to blueapron.com/buzz, apparently you get the first 3 meals for free. There's really not a downside. Why wouldn't you at least try it? I see no reason
are you
not to try
kidding
it.
me?
It
I'm
makes it
signing
easy.
up for this. I
Sometimes
can't cook.
you
It's really
get
good.
you get that nice going out feel without actually going out.
Absolutely.
That's my favorite. I love staying
You don't have to
in.
deal with the Uber and the
It's the best.
lines and the overpriced
and like
drinks.
putting on real pants. It's like this sounds great.
It really is.
According to Janet, she's not a fan of the not real pants though.
Oh, the
You guys
leggings.
catch that?
That was a great
Yeah.
joke.
I've learned to
That
hate
was
some
really-
things
yeah.
like leggings and
Genocide.
Genocide.
Those are the good place jokes that I love. That's when the show's just hitting it out of the park for
Janet
me.
always kills it
She
though.
always kills
Well,
it.
we're talking about Janet and Jianyu, which
do it.
still together.
I hate it.
Amazing.
I think it's so awkward.
I love it. I love it.
No,
I love
I'm
it.
not a fan of this relationship. It makes me uncomfortable. I love that line she was saying where he was like, oh, how he fell in love with her. I don't know what he was saying. And she was like, you were next to me.
You were
You're not
near me."
supposed to.
Yeah.
Do you not like it because you feel like she doesn't have a choice, or it's more one-sided, or what is it?
Yeah, she's like not a human and she's a robot and it just feels wrong. It feels
This is-
very her.
I wonder if there's something gendered about it, where as a girl, there's something kind of like non-consensual. For
No,
you.
if it was a
No?
guy
I'm
and
making
it was
this
a
way too
robot.
serious.
No,
Bring it
it's
deep. No,
accurate.
it's okay
Talk
though.
about this.
No, but like in her, this guy like maybe
I've seen her.
develop a connection with a human.
Right.
Like you guys, it's weird. She's
cute.
a robot. I mean, yeah, she's adorable, but
True.
I was gonna
it's
say.
Janet. We don't know if she really. She just gets rebooted and then she doesn't remember anything,
Yeah.
or she does and she's not.
There
in
are
his life.
times, I don't know if Laura's watching this or not, but if I could maybe once in a while reboot Laura and she'd forget some stuff, that would be awesome. That's
I'm
a
not
joke.
going to touch on that.
That's
I'm
a
going to
joke.
skip right over
That's
that.
so funny.
It is.
It's
a
a funny.
You're gonna need a blue apron to get past that one.
She would laugh at that.
No, but you brought up a very interesting theory that I would say I was initially more on board with.
Yeah.
And now I'm like seeing that they're actually running away together, away from the good place.
Yeah.
Talk about your theory.
So here's what I was thinking. When we got into the flashback and we saw Jianyu considering robbing that restaurant, he told his friends, if we get married, we might be able to get away with this crime. And I was like, wait a minute. What if Jianyu's motivation to marry, because motivation, it's the name of the episode, his motivation to marry Janet was that he could stay in the good place, grandfather himself in, if he was married to her, like a green card kind of thing.
It's very interesting.
It is
But
interesting.
the only thing that might compromise that theory is that they left for Mindy St. Clair's.
Yeah, he doesn't really care if he stays in a good place.
It doesn't seem like it.
Yeah.
Which can she? I'm still wondering this, since she is electronic. Michael talked about rebooting her, and then is like, no, I'm going to leave. She's electronic. She can't be rebooted.
Yeah, I was
she
wondering
can't-
that as well, from like a different world.
And then you actually have done the job of getting Jason and old Eleanor out of the good place. And you can
Yeah.
reboot Janet, and she's back in the good place with no memory.
Ooh, wow.
But would she
Look at me just throwing that out.
But
Sarah, you
she
in that writer's
knows
room?
everything. Wouldn't she know that? It seems that she thinks if she leaves, then she's fine. So doesn't it make you kind of believe
know.
her? Or is that something, out of all the things she knows, that's one thing she doesn't? I think it's weird. I don't know.
It's
I don't
tough.
know.
It's the line between her humanity and her programmedness is ambiguous.
Her
What do you guys think of that theory theory that Jeff just brought up? Someone brought up here. Emmanuel says, according to Janet, she's not a girl. So yeah, I guess we.
She's a
stop saying
robot.
she. Do we say it? I feel almost bad saying it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say she.
I'm gonna say she, but still a robot.
But
How does she identify? I don't know.
it's a good question in today's society. Yeah, I'm very curious.
I would say, yeah, I feel like it's like I call Siri her.
Yeah, me too.
Is that weird?
Yeah, know the voice.
Yeah.
No, I call Siri her as well.
I'm just thinking I don't know why she couldn't be deleted anywhere that she is.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess, but that's something we haven't really learned about in this show is what if she can always get rebooted or if she has to be in the same world or what. I guess
Yeah.
we'll find out.
There are no rules with this show. I mean, there are rules,
There-
but the rules get invented and flipped on their head every single
Yep.
episode. So it's hard to sometimes know.
Well, let's switch to another big event. I feel is the relationship update of Chidi and new Eleanor.
Yes.
Which I'm wondering how long they've been together because they talked about the routine. Like, oh, I'm loving our hard-boiled egg routine, which I was like, oh, how long has that been going on?
I was thinking the same thing. Also, to drop the L word,
And
how
she
long?
drops the L word.
That's-
What's your rule for how soon you can drop the L word?
It's like 5-10 minutes. I'm just kidding.
Like 2 dates?
What do you think, Renee?
Like after maybe like 5-6 months.
Yeah, that feels about
Minimum.
Yeah.
right to me. I agree.
Because, yeah, I mean, otherwise I feel like it loses its, like, meaning, in a sense.
My dad said I love you to my mom when they were seniors in high school on his second date with her. And she said, that's nice.
Well, hey, it worked out for
It
him,
worked
so-
out. They're still together.
Second date, guys. Here's some
So,
advice.
yeah, worked for my dad.
Shout that L word. You'll get married.
This was a weird turn for me with new Eleanor. I don't know if like I latched onto this subplot of like all of a sudden new Eleanor says I love you and she
I didn't like it.
I don't know. What did you think of this subplot?
I saw it as it didn't come out of left field for me because she's still new to the Good Place.
Right.
And when everyone was new to the Good Place at the very beginning, they're thinking, oh, soulmate, this is just what it's going to be. Mm-hmm. Now that they've been there for a while, they realize that, we have the different relationship dynamics. Whereas new Eleanor is like, I'm still new and thinking that everything is perfect and it's going to be the soulmate and that's what this is.
That's true. Because Tahani was that way with Jianyu at the
Yep,
beginning.
yep.
That's kind of the precedent that's set. It's like you just assume you love the other person.
Yeah, but I still feel like when you have forever, I mean, can't you just wait like a few months, weeks,
Yeah.
anytime at all?
You have the rest of your lives.
A few more episodes?
You got plenty of time.
I don't know, but Chidi doesn't react.
Yeah, it's very cheaty reaction. Well, doesn't react and or just kind of plays the cheaty game. Of,
Yeah. What did he say? Let's talk about the eggs.
Yeah.
Can we get back to talking about those eggs?
Yeah.
Awkward.
How would you feel if after telling a guy you loved you, he said, could we get back to talking about those eggs? I guess it depends on the context.
Yeah, it depends, if we were only seeing each other for what seems to be a few days,
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, maybe I should talk to my therapist.
Fair enough. Yeah, I like new Eleanor. I actually do. I don't know if I like her with Chidi because I'm shipping.
You want her to be happy, you just don't want her to be happy with him.
Yeah, and
Agreed.
this episode kind of was left field for me. I'm excited to learn more about her and see a little bit more. She's too perfect right now.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's no edge to her. Like,
There's
I'm
no edge.
bored already.
Yeah.
Like, I want to know. We don't really know anything about her personality aside from the
We
fact
do
she's
know
very
that
nice.
she had the highest point total of 2.5 million to get in, which was about 600,000 higher than Chidi and yowza, 1.6 million higher than Tahani, who was lower than the average.
Tahani
So,
was. Yeah, that doesn't shock me. She's kind of passive aggressive. It would be fascinating to see Eleanor's edge, though. I'm
Yeah.
talking new
Yeah.
Eleanor. Like maybe she's a klepto, or like maybe she is an alcoholic,
Right?
or
I
like.
want something off about her.
I think
Because
I
it's
think
like,
we'll
what?
find
No
out.
perfect score, obviously, so there has to be something.
I think in the finale there's going to be a bomb dropped
I
about new Eleanor.
Hope so.
Yeah.
I really want to be interested in her character, but right now she's like too nice for me to care.
Agreed. Yeah, she seems sweet. And,
Yeah.
Yeah. But
I feel like I would love if someone had dirt on her.
yes.
Yes.
Like if Mindy St. Clair
Yes.
was like, I actually knew, and this is what I know about
Maybe that'll
her.
be Mindy St. Clair's.
So
that would be nice.
I find that would be very interesting. One thing I want to bring up before we get to our predictions really quick is something that I haven't touched on. It is Michael's health and his apparent almost heart attack.
I thought you were talking about yourself for a minute, and I was like, what is happening?
We're gonna talk about me and the
I have some news
Michael
to break
Clouse.
to you
Like,
guys.
this is a weird place and a weird time.
It's been a hard week.
You're right.
Let's
My
talk about
heart
me.
is not where it should be.
The architect, Michael, did grab onto his chest at one point in the episode.
Yeah.
This was a
Yeah.
bit alarming.
So, do you think that he will have another break? Because he already had like one and wanted to leave, and they kind of pulled him back. Do you think he'll have another? Will that be something that will be touched on in the season finale?
Maybe right before, or no, he's about to have it, and then Eleanor returns with, not Chidi, Jianyu and
Yeah.
Janet. Because it's like it's going to blow up, and then they're back, and then they save the day.
Yep.
I feel like it's almost helping, though, that they're gone. Like, he should feel it almost as a relief.
But the judge is there now. That is not a relief.
Yeah.
It's out of his hands.
No, because they're not supposed to even be in
Pontius
the medium
Pilate.
place.
Just wash his hands of that.
But if he wants to save Eleanor now and it's out of his hands, there's a conflict of interest. Should we?
Yeah.
Does it feel like we're making the transition into the prediction?
Predictions?
What do you?
Oh,
am
yeah,
I'm not trying
absolutely.
to jump ship.
No, absolutely. We got like 3
AfterBuzz
minutes
TV
left.
So
predictions.
We're getting right there.
Yeah, I think what you're saying is right. That there might be a breakdown with Michael. We might find out some dirt on new Eleanor. And I do think there's going to be something where old Eleanor has to save the day, and that might secure her place in the good place.
We talked about we said multiple times that her leaving maybe would be the sacrifice
Yes.
that would get her up. Although she's already at 1.3 million.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
So she's already more than Tahani, and obviously enough to stay. So does she need to do that?
That's what I thought was going to happen, was she would decide to sacrifice herself for new Eleanor, and in doing so, it's the Christ-like allegory. You know, if we're talking about
Yeah.
religion, and that's the narrative of
place,
Christianity
heaven,
is,
yeah.
that's the narrative of Christianity is, he saved himself there by securing his and our place, So I thought that's maybe what we would see, but it doesn't look like that's what's going to happen.
Renee, predictions.
I think that next episode they're going to go to the medium place, and what's her name, Michelle?
Wow, that's a good prediction, considering they told us they were doing that.
Well, that was a little rude,
You
Michael.
want to get some ice for that?
Well, anyways, I think that what's her name, Michelle? What is it, Michelle? The girl there, the one girl. Come on, guys.
Wait, the girl, help me out.
The girl, the one girl in the
Mindy.
medium. Mindy.
Mindy, gotcha.
Mindy, like the Mindy Project. Great show, by the way.
That is a good show.
I think they're going to go meet Mindy. I think she's going to be it's going to be a very bland place, and then they're all going to want to go back up to the good place, and then they're going to go back up to the good place, and
Yeah.
then I think they're going to save the day in
What-
the last few minutes of the season finale.
MC, thoughts?
I think I don't see them going back to the good place in the end of the season.
Really?
Because I think it's a good cliffhanger.
That's bold.
Otherwise, you have them come back. You're like,
You're right.
it doesn't leave the season on a cliffhanger.
That's a good point.
So I see that happening. Someone pointed out about Eleanor Clouse. Yes, obviously they're both wonderful ladies.
Help me out.
Someone pointed out on the thing. They're like, Michael likes Eleanor
Eleanor.
Clouse.
I don't know who
Michael
that
likes-
is.
So I don't know if you're talking about
Clouse?
new Eleanor or old Eleanor. I don't even know who I would choose.
Both pretty cute.
They're both pretty cute.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it.
And I want I see
Great prediction.
Jianyu and old Eleanor getting stranded because I see them shutting down Janet or bringing her back or
Yeah.
something.
Ooh.
I think that's actually a good.
That's a good
stranded.
prediction,
Yep.
I'll say.
So that's what I got, but we will have to wait and see if any of these predictions came true until next week. 2 hours. We will still be on here at the same time as 6.
Two
1 hour.
episodes, 1 hour.
1 hour.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah,
I was like,
we'll
what?
yes,
It's
2
a
hours.
long episode.
We're just going to have a whole bunch of talk time here to finish out the season. But we thank you very much for joining us. If you want to follow along with what we are doing outside of this show, you can follow me on Twitter at Michael Clouse TV, on Instagram at TheOnlyMC. My co-host, Jeff Graham.
Guys, thanks as always for tuning in. Nice to see our consistent chat members returning. Thank you,
it.
everyone. I'm going to plug really quick. It starts next week, but I'm launching and producing a show called The Unproduced Table Read, which is we're going to be reading some of Hollywood's hottest scripts that haven't been produced yet. So we're starting with an amazing hour-long drama pilot called Accelerator on January 20th. So I'll remind you next week, but it's definitely going to be fun.
That
Renee
sounds
Ariel.
awesome.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm Renee Ariel. You can follow me on Instagram and on Twitter at Renee Ariel, and check out my blog, catslipstickellie.com, and read my new blog.
Well, there you go. And we're plugging things. I have on Monday a new episode for the new series that I have coming out, Bios. Check it out on my Twitter at bioseries.com. But
I'm in.
until then, thank you. Until then, like us on iTunes, give us 5 stars. Tell your friends. We really want to have a big gang for the season finale next week. We'll see you then.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.